Welcome back to our channel!
Milk Kefir is a fermented milk with amazing health attributes. But before lactose intolerant people look away, hold your horses because this drink is already pre-digested, meaning the milk sugar, or lactose as we call it, has already turned into lactic acid due to the fermentation process. So basically, it's safe for you too.
These are the kefir grains. This is about a tablespoon. I usually put a tablespoon for a liter of milk, but this time, since they came from rest for a week, I'm going to put more grains so it will not take me until midnight to gather. Okay. So the more grains you put, the shorter the fermentation time. Okay, so I put about 3 tablespoons. I use fresh milk. I prefer actually the raw milk, but we're not able to get the raw milk this time. So I use the whole milk instead. It's pasteurized, not the ultra heat temp. I stir it a bit. Okay, then I'm going to cover it. If you notice, I'm using a glass pitcher, so it will be easier for me to transfer to the strainer. Cover it with cotton hanky and then secure it with a rubber band, and then I put it aside to make sure that nothing will get in, or liquid, maybe water. I put something on top. Okay, so we'll wait something like 6 or 7 hours, but I usually check it after 6 hours because if the temperature is too high, shorter period of fermentation needed. Okay, so see you after a while.
To know if your kefir grains are doing what they're supposed to do, you can check after a few hours. The milk will give out a fermented scent. The fermentation time varies depending on the room temperature that you are in, so the best way to know if your milk kefir is ready for harvest is through its appearance. If you see a separation of a thick cloud-like appearance, which is called the curd, that usually floats on top, and the translucent liquid at the bottom, which is called the whey. Yes, little Miss Muffet, it's time to collect the milk kefir.
We'll stir it first.
Yeah, I could see the greens. And the greens are going to stay there.
Yes.
And then some greens are staying there. So you just have to mix it too. Like little by little.
Yes, little by little.
Okay, we're going to pour that after that.
Yes.
Use your scraper or wooden spoon to move your kefir grains out of the way for the milk kefir to drip or pass through the strainer. Milk kefir contains probiotics, complete proteins, and is also loaded with valuable vitamins and minerals, one of which is calcium. But not only that, it contains vitamin K2, which helps metabolize calcium. Now this can definitely improve your bone density. After you've let the batch pass through the strainer, you'll see the kefir grains clumped together like a cauliflower. Probiotics are a combination of good bacteria and yeast that naturally live in your body. This helps fight off bad bacteria to keep our body healthy and working well.
Since this is the last batch for the day, we are going to keep the kefir grains. So I'll put it in my container.
For kefir grain storage, keep it in a tight lid container with milk to keep the grains well fed. Remember, these are live microorganisms, so they need food. Place this in the refrigerator and it can last for about 2 weeks. Change the milk if you need to let it rest for longer. Milk kefir has more fat than yogurt, but apart from that, it also has more protein and has a way larger amount of different types of probiotics. This makes it better for the gastrointestinal tract than yogurt. One of the probiotics unique to kefir is Lactobacillus kefiri. It inhibits the growth of various harmful bacteria like Salmonella, Helicobacter pylori or H. pylori, and Escherichia coli, commonly known as E. coli. Kefir also contains the carbohydrate kefirine, which has antibacterial properties. Milk kefir is often made with a thinner consistency than yogurt, but if you want a thicker consistency, you can ferment it for a longer period with or without the kefir grains. If this is your first time drinking milk kefir, expect the taste to be sour, similar to yogurt. You can mix sweeteners or fruits with this. If you have made milk kefir a couple of times already, there will come a time that you'll have too much. You can actually eat them. It basically has a gummy texture and it doesn't matter if you chew them or not. If you're not comfortable with the thought that you're eating them alive, you can blend them with your drinks. If you collect the water that you rinse your utensils with, you can use this to water your plants. It's extra nutrients for them too. When keeping a milk kefir inside the bottle, make sure to leave a gap between the level of the milk kefir and the lid. Loosen the lid if you want less fizz for your kefir. But if you want a carbonated kefir, close the lid tight. But remember, just like soft drinks, do not shake before opening. We all know what'll happen if you do.
Thank you for watching and please subscribe to our channel. Bye!